Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. So it's a one for the R52, so I'm just getting it ready for sale now. Obviously I've covered on the channel that GP has replaced this. So there's a few jobs that I want to get done. One of them being, I was going to do this job anyway, fixing this trim around here. So I'll show you a bit of a close-up in the corner. But this rubber trim around the back edge flakes and crumbles. I don't know what they made it out of compared to the rest of the car. But this always on every convertible goes, and it's just down to age and the rubber maybe not being as high quality as what's on the rest of the car. So to get this new, can potentially be hundreds of pounds from the Mini dealership. So we've got a bit of a bargain fix for you. I think it's about £6, £7 maximum. Yep, I said it's £7, and it involves literally a roll of this rubber gasket stuff. So it's like a weather strip. I'll just show you there up close. So this stuff literally just sticks on top of what's there. So what you need to do is just make sure you trim off anything that's overlapping the canvas roof. Don't trim all this stuff that sits here because that's what you're going to be sticking to. But anything above that that's actually still pressed against the canvas roof, you can trim that off. And all I did was get a little razor blade and run that round. There wasn't much left, to be fair, when I purchased this car. And we are going to use just this cheap rubber gasket. Now I've seen people do it, I've spoke to people that have done it, and it's lasted them 2-3 years, which for me is a much better, or a better fix than having to spend hundreds on this rubber for it to eventually happen again anyway. So I'd rather keep it cheap, especially as I'm getting rid of the car. It doesn't make financial sense to put hundreds of pounds into this when this solution, from what I can see, is just as good. So it's self-adhesive. It's adhesive on the back, so all we need is a blob of super glue just to start it off, just to stop the end peeling up and to finish it at the other side. What I have done as well is just use some surface cleaner just to clean this rubber off, just to make sure there's no oils or greases that might stop this from sticking. Okay, so what I'm doing is just looking at this lip here, and it is literally on the original one, like a vertical lip. So I'm just going to cut just a slight angle. I think that works quite nicely. And all we're going to do is run this rubber trim all along here. Now what I've seen, and I'm going to put a link to the video that gave me the inspiration to make mine, is just put a little blob of super glue just on this trim here. It just stops this front corner lifting. Obviously you've got any air pressure that's coming through here. You want to make sure that doesn't lift. So we are going to just put a blob of super glue. So let's peel the sticky backing off. Firstly, right, so what you want to do, bob a bit of super glue on just as you start that. Now the sticky, let's put that down, should hold this in place. But that super glue, because there's going to be extra air pressure on that front as you're driving, it's better just to get that bit of glue under there. And all you do is just follow this chrome line around and stick the rubber so it aligns roughly to the top of where the old trim is, or the old rubber trim. And that's looking, just that little bit there is looking a million times better. So all we're going to do, turn the camera, is work our way around. We just do a little bit at a time, just making sure you get that curve. And I'm shocked actually for how cheap a fix this is, how good it actually looks. If you stuck it next to another R52, yeah, you'd notice that this isn't an OEM trim. But just looking at it now, not next to another R52, you wouldn't know the difference. And all we do is just keep peeling off just a few inches at a time, so you can make sure you're getting it to line up how you want it. There's no right or wrong answer. It's not like this is an OEM part, that there's instructions that say you must do it this way. But one of the things you will notice is this light gets in the way. So we just need to make a little snip in this. What I'll do is I'll do it here and then I'll show you closer on that side. But it looks like we just need just a little slit, and all that does is allows you to carry on but up and over that light. You might just want to play with this to get it right. Okay, and we'll bring you in close now to show you that snip. Okay, so as I said, you just come up over the edge and just give it a little nip there. It just allows that. It's not perfect. Maybe you could have a little bit of a play to see how well you get that. But obviously that's in your control on how you do that. And all we'll do is just follow that chrome line round. You just want to make sure that glue's nicely stuck in place. Okay, we just continue round the corner. And what you might want to do is just bring it a little bit lower, just cover that first millimetre of chrome trim so you don't see any of that old black rubber. But again, that's entirely up to you how you do it, but you can see we're nearly there now. So I'm going to cut this so it makes it a bit easier to work with. And I'm actually gutted I didn't do this sooner because I've had this sat here for a while and it just looks so much neater. And you do snip away till you're comfortable, and then again just a drop of super glue. And all we do again, just a blob of super glue underneath that leading edge. And that's a great tip from another YouTuber, so I'm not going to steal their thunder. They're the ones that put me onto this and the glue trick. And I have to say, that looks amazing. So we're going to bring the camera in now and show you the finished article. Okay, so let's take a look. So you can see here, we've got the join, and then moving all the way around. That looks so much better. I'd hope you'd agree. And for £6–7, that gives you a near OEM finish. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but those on a budget, I think this is an absolute ideal solution and a cheap fix. Okay, so I think you'll agree that was a super simple and easy fix for the R52, so it's probably the last video we do on this car. But if you found it really useful, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. And if you can hit the subscribe button, you'll get alerts every time we upload content to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.